I bought my first house at the age of 24. Now, I was on TikTok live today talking about that because I wanted to talk to young people about why they don't think it's important to buy a house, right? So, long story short, everybody is getting scared out of buying a house. So, I was on TikTok way too long, way longer than I ever expected. But the conversation was so good and the questions were so necessary, the questions and answers. So today I just want to talk about how to fix your credit score so you can buy a house. Okay, and now that was the main topic. A lot of people stated that they are afraid, they don't want to do repairs, or they have not had the time to straighten out and prepare with their credit. Okay, so let's first just tackle one moment. I'm going to show you a blog article that I wrote today because the conversation on TikTok, I hope they don't get rid of TikTok, y'all. I'm just going to say that because I think it's the best platform for real people. All right. And I say that because Instagram, I just think it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Everybody is trying to be perfect, or everybody is acting like they got it all figured out. And that's probably why I don't do well on Instagram, because I don't try to be perfect, because ain't nobody perfect. Right. But let me just get right to it. And I'm going to go through the blog article that I was prompted to write today, and check out my website too, y'all, because I'm posting new blog content, new information almost every day. So, but anyway, today's article, which came from the TikTok live episode, it's about how to fix your credit fast to buy a home. Now, so, your first step is you want to check your credit reports. Of course, you got to monitor and check your credit reports, and you got to understand the credit mix. All right. Now, understanding credit is about your credit history, right? How old is one of your credit cards? Have you been paying it on time for 5 years or for 1 year, right? You want to pay attention to the credit mix of what types of credit you have, right? Are they all revolving accounts, or is it a good mix? You want to pay attention to your debt to income ratio. That's really the number one thing to pay attention to when you are becoming a homeowner, is debt to income ratio. Because if you have a $2,000 credit card, you don't want to keep it maxed out at $2,000 if you can help it. You want to try and keep it at 30% or lower. This is what helps to boost your credit score fast. All right. So, but let's get back. Now, paying your bills on time. That's another great heavy tip for boosting your credit score to buy a home. Okay. When you're in the market to buy a home, you want to avoid opening new credit accounts, right? Avoid opening new credit accounts, especially we have had, boy, oh boy, I could tell you some stories in real estate, but I've seen people go out and buy furniture and appliances for their new home and do it before the day of closing. And that, if they run your credit the day of your closing or the day before, you just wasted time and stopped yourself from buying a house. So, if you're planning to buy a house, don't open up any new credit. Just keep your old credit in good shape. Keep it paid on time. Keep the balances low. All right. You want to monitor your credit software. You want to monitor your credit progress, right? Something, I'm getting a pinch of my arm. All right. Even AI credit software. All right. So today with technology, I've said it once and I'll say it again. I am not afraid of AI. I embrace AI. I'm going to use that AI technology to do things faster and better. All right. And you can too. You can use AI credit software to improve your credit score faster and better. All right. So like in my blog, when you see like little links or little blue areas like that, those are links directly to programs that I'm familiar with and that I know will help you. Okay. So, also we got here the 5 steps to getting to buy a house. Now, before we get to that 5 steps to getting, 5 steps on the road to buying a house, I just want to point out some of the top responses we got in that TikTok live today. And it was that people are getting a lot of misinformation on social media. Some examples were people's mortgages doubling within 12 to 24 months, and nobody is informing you about escrow accounts or about adjustable rate mortgages. Adjustable rate mortgages is still a thing. It's still out there. And so that's why you need a good mortgage lender that's going to explain to you a fixed rate mortgage or an adjustable rate mortgage, right? Fixed rate means I got in at a 6% interest rate and it's not changing unless I refinance. An adjustable rate mortgage means I got in at a 6% interest rate, but it could possibly adjust up next year, right? And so why do some people get into adjustable rate mortgages? Sometimes they get into them. They might be buying a house that's a little bit more than they could afford. So they need like a special program. So I don't know a lot of people getting into adjustable rate mortgages anymore, but that's just how some people's mortgage could increase, right? Some people talked about repairs. I told them, you can go to Google just like everybody else, just like your landlord is doing, and say, plumber near me. Plumber near me, right? Free estimate. You can call a plumber yourself. Google is your best friend, okay? Because guess why? Some landlords now are making the tenants pay a portion of whatever the repair cost is going to be. So, and even deeper than that, the main example I gave is that when you are renting, you are paying 100% interest. When you are renting, you are paying somebody else's mortgage. So don't forget that. Don't forget that. It is easier to buy than you might think. People are moving into homes with down payment assistance and only bringing $1,000 to closing. Y'all are paying $5,000 to move into a house to rent. I know because I see it. I do property management. I do real estate. So, but anyway, when you buy though, you are putting equity. You're putting potentially tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars in your pocket for the next year. I know people who, bought a house and in 2 years they wanted to move and move up and buy bigger, and they made $10, $20, $30, $40,000 off the sale of their house. That was $40,000 in their pocket after expenses were paid. So let's just continue talking about how to fix your credit score to buy a house. Okay. So, once you've done all the credit stuff, right? You monitored your credit. You are paying your bills on time. You are checking your credit reports. The next step would be the home buying process, which is assessing your financial situation, defining your wants versus your needs. This means your location, your size, your amenities, right? You want to consider the home buying timeline. A lot of people look at that because they want to make sure that they are in their new home before school starts for the kids, right? You want to utilize the house websites. Find you a good realtor, make an offer, and close the deal, right? I mean, drop in the chat, y'all. Drop in the chat. What has prevented you? Drop in the comment section, y'all. What has prevented you from buying a home, right? Has it been credit? Has it been listening to the horror stories online about the homeowner process, the home buying process? Or has it been something else? Has it been repairs? Let me know in the comment section, right? So let me just go back one more time. I added this graphic here, this infographic, just because sometimes I have to put graphics in here to really get your attention. But And this spells out the most important pieces of this is the most important part about getting prepared to buy, to get your credit together to buy a house. And so again, don't close old accounts, right? When you do that, you are messing up your credit history. Credit history is very important, especially even if you got a 10-year-old account and you hardly even use the credit card. It shows that you are disciplined. It shows that you are disciplined, okay? Reducing your credit card balances, monitoring your progress, That's very important. But hey, if it's your first time here, I am Katina Willis, and I help people to buy homes. I help them to get credit ready to buy a house. I help people to make money online. I'm a real estate broker and also a mortgage loan broker. So that's what I help people to do. I also help people to get business loans too. That's part of the make money online thing, make money from home that I do. But so if it's your first time here, y'all, click on subscribe because I am always bringing amazing, good, new, innovative information on how you can make money online and make money from home and how you can get into a home. Buy your own home, buy your first home. And if it's not your first time here, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Hit that like and drop me a comment in the comment section because I do answer each and every one. But again, y'all, back to things you can do. Things you can do to improve your credit score. We don't want you looking like this guy, scared to look at his credit report. That's not what we want, y'all. But again, back to this blog, y'all. So I am always just, last week on the blog, I did a step-by-step guide to getting approved for a home loan. So on here, it talks about some of the same stuff, right? Talks about the documents needed, talks about shopping for lenders, talks about the appraisal process, and it even talks about what is considered a good credit score. Right? So basically, all I'm saying is don't be afraid to become a homeowner. I became a homeowner at the age of 24. I bought my first investment property a year later after I bought my first home. So what I'm saying is, start building equity for yourself. Stop buying real estate for other people. If you're somebody who says, I don't got time to do yard work, guess what? It's only $25 every 2 weeks for somebody to cut and edge your lawn. So stop making excuses, y'all. The big companies are trying to buy up all the houses so that they can make all of us renters. And, if you can afford to rent, you can afford to buy. I'm not going to keep preaching today, y'all, but just check out the tools and resources in the description below and check out this here video right here, y'all. Check out this video because it's going to give you more details on how to improve your credit score so that you can become a first-time homeowner or you can buy your first rental property. So thanks again for watching. I'm Katina Willis. I will see you on the next video.